I know you got a lot of different things you might want to focus on. Like you want to focus on your health, you want to work out more, you want to socialize and meet more people, spend more time with your family, make more money. Those are great. But what's one thing, if you did it, it would change the game. So you got to know what is the number one habit that you want to track. You write this down somewhere and you got to make it visible. You have to see it. If you can't see it, then it almost doesn't even exist. You know what used to happen is I used to buy a lot of groceries in my house, and I would put food inside the cabinets, and I would put food all inside of the refrigerator. And what would happen is a lot of my food would expire and go old. In fact, they said in America, most food that is wasted because it expires in our refrigerator and cabinets. Same thing applies with your goal. If you don't see the goal right in front of you every day, how do you expect to be able to achieve that goal? So now that we know what the big goal is, you have to know how to start tracking that goal. They say what gets recorded gets rewarded. For me, I want to make at least 3 hours per day that I'm dedicating towards developing my video content. It's no different than if you were exercising. You need to be able to see what your weight is, or to see your body to determine if you're actually making adjustments. Same thing with your goals. You want to see and track every day. All right, so I did 1 hour of this today, and I did another hour, and then you got to know your numbers. You got to know how to count. You want to win in anything in a business, you got to know how to count. Most people go out of business because they just can't count. They don't see and track what their inventory is, or maybe they just don't know what's selling the most and what to continue to order. The more that you can see it, the more that you can create progress and get the results that you need. Or one thing I do with my calendar is I'll print my calendar out, and I usually will put it in my pocket. So I'll have my to-do list. I'll have a physical copy on paper. I'll write it down and I'll walk around with it in my pocket. So all throughout the day, every time I put my hand in my pocket, I pull it out, take a look, and I kind of see where I'm at. And I look at my calendar every 30 minutes. I say, okay, boom, I did this, did that. If I'm talking to somebody, having a conversation, and I know it's been going on too long, boom, then now it means I already know, okay, at 9:30, it's time to end that. I got to go to the next thing. Boom, and you stop that project and you keep it moving. So make sure that you can record your progress and keep it visible in front of you. Third thing, now number 3, accountability is everything. Accountability can work different ways. One way that I suggest is you get an accountability partner. Accountability partner is somebody, and you tell about your goals, and you say, hey, you know, by the end each week, this is what my goal is, and on Sunday, I want you to check on me, make sure that I did it. And you have to prove to them, whether you got pictures or some type of evidence to show that you reached your goals. This accountability partner can also be somebody that may reward you or give you consequences if you don't reach that goal. But you want to have some type of person that you're accountable to that is aware of what you're doing, and you have a specific time in which you're going to call them and talk to them to make sure that you are on track and on pace. Even if you're a person that's kind of lazy and you like to wait till the last minute, because you know every Sunday you got an accountability call at 9 a.m., guess what? At least by Saturday night, you're going to do everything you need to do, because you got somebody that's holding you accountable at a specific date and a specific time. And number 4, what I would say is you got to be gentle on yourself. If you don't reach a goal, do not beat yourself up. That is the quickest way of going in the wrong direction and becoming depressed. As an entrepreneur and a hustler, you already have high expectations for yourself. So you don't need to be in a depressed state. The key is to feel good that you're on the path. You're either winning or you're losing. One of the two. As long as you're in a winning direction, that's all that matters, okay? So don't beat yourself up if you set the goal to get 10 new customers and you reach 7. Don't beat yourself up, because you're still on the pathway of winning, because you're making progress. Don't worry about a big win or a big loss. Just, you're either winning or you're losing. Treat the wins just like the losses. And one thing that can help you, because it's damn sure helped me, is giving yourself a great reward at the end of that 90 days. So for me, a lot of times I'll take a trip every 90 days. I may just take a trip literally to another state. I may go to Las Vegas and just spend 2 days in Vegas, or I just may take a trip where I do something downtown Chicago. But I create some type of way to show myself hey, you did a great job, you deserve it. And here's the thing, even if you don't reach the goal, still give yourself the treat, because it's ultimately not about always hitting the goal, but it's more about being on the path.
Peace.
24 hours in a day, 24 ways to get paid. You got 24 hours. You got 24 hours. You ain't about your money, then get away from around me. So I'm about to give you more so you can overdose. I'm about to give you more so you can overdose. I'm about to give you more so you can turn my music. Turn my music. I'm about to give you more so you can overdose. I'm about to give you more so you can overdose.